Hi, everybody.
Yo.
We have a special guest today. I brought him back all the way from his house. He's sitting right next to me right now,
Of
and he's
course.
gonna be watching the screen.
I didn't know you lived
Everybody
in like.
say hi to Sino.
Yeah, you might have heard of me. I'm playing a little game on the channel called Skyrim. That should
Yeah.
sound like so.
Skyrim. I thought that was Elder Scrolls
Yeah.
Online.
Oh god, I love ESO. That's a whole tangent though. I'm not gonna hijack the video. If there was like if this was like a whole tangent, one on ESO, you'd never hear the end of it. But no, we're playing a game that I've never actually played before. So it's a rare thing for me since I've like played everything. So
But anyway, last we left off, we were in the fucking store. And I got Lloyd, so now we gotta go to that fucking factory now. Which I have the map open for. And I'm gonna flash it on the screen right now for everybody to see that this is the map I have to go through. And it's gonna be very fun. I can assure you.
Oh yeah,
and I got Edward here too.
That's true, and I can help guide you this map that I can't even read. So
yeah, because it's too small.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I have it on my phone.
Yeah, don't. I'm sure when he puts it up, it'll look fine in the video. But the map, like he showed me, it's like the resolution's so low, so you can barely tell.
It's like kind of dog shit. Anyway, Edward is over there playing DRDR.
I am playing Dead Rising, but don't worry, you're not gonna hear me go on a whole tangent about this game either. Because I mean, the game did just come out, so I don't want to spoil anything.
Oh god, they had they have 18 years to play the game.
They had 18 years to play the OG. I mean, true, but like
same game. It's fundamentally the same game.
But you never know. There's someone out there who could be like, well, yeah, but you know how people are. There could be some guy out there who's like, oh, this game like.
Never heard of this game.
Never heard of this game. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because Capcom for a while did try to make Dead Rising seem like its little unknown secret.
Yeah.
But I would say that it's still doing better than. Well, I don't know. Do you ever think Mother 3 is gonna get translated?
No, probably not.
No.
It's been translated so well unofficially that Nintendo probably don't need to like do it because like the people who really want to play Mother 3, they can play Mother 3 like right now.
See, I'm surprised they've never, because Nintendo being Nintendo, I'm surprised they never like sent that like cease and desist.
Lloyd's already dead.
Because people are who died?
Lloyd.
I can't. Oh, okay. I can't see the screen, so I'm kind of operating off the audio adventure right now.
Yeah.
So you guys can see more than I can. But I have watched the last 2 videos, so don't worry. I kind of have an idea of like what things look like. I have seen Mother 1 before. I've watched this man play before. So I know like some stuff, but like I never actually played the game myself.
Edward's played like Final Fantasy 1 before, so he already like knows.
That's true. I've played the game that doesn't even like directly inspire Mother.
Yeah.
I've played the game that was like rival to Dragon Quest, I believe.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it's basically Dragon Quest like rival game. But I'm not like Final Fantasy expert either. Trust me. I am very much.
All the information about FF.
FF1.
You ever think like when FF2 came out, people were confused? It was like, wait, I thought this was the Final Fantasy.
I thought this was the Final Fantasy? Probably. I heard that the game was originally supposed to be called Fighting Fantasy.
That sounds stupid.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
This sounds like a really bad name.
Yeah, Fighting Fantasy. Definitely not a good name. So sorry, guys.
Is it called anything different in Japan, or is it literally just called Final Fantasy?
It's Final Fantasy. It's Final Fantasy.
So in America, it's not even like called anything different. It's
no, but Final
like
Fantasy is a good name.
Yeah, it is a good name. I don't know why, like, a lot of games that came over to America, they always felt like they needed to change the name.
Yeah, they would always do that for some reason.
And I'm going through the tunnels right now again. The magic can't. Because the dude that would like revive Lloyd, if I remember correctly, he charges like $5 billion to do that. Or some shit. It's like a lot of money. It's not worth it.
I'm glad to see
whenever I have to like revive him, I have to go to magic camp. And then I have to leave.
Free. Right?
Yeah, because it's free.
Yeah, I'm glad to see that even in the Mother Universe, the healthcare system has not failed.
Yep. Always sucks.
I mean, hey, like, that's kind of like, I guess, the balancing system, because Final Fantasy 1 also does that, where it costs a ton of money to revive party members, so I guess that's like, this is like back when they're like, how do we balance this, where it's like, we punish the player for dying, because like, how do you punish like a player for dying, like an RPG? I mean, like,
you would destroy the cartridge, and then they have to buy a new one.
You just blow it up, and the shrapnel from the cartridge, like, they gotta go to the actual hospital. That's how you punish them. That is a good system.
Yeah.
I can't see any possible lawsuit. How that would lead to or anything.
No. I mean, how else are you supposed to punish the player? Like, just like send them back? Like, no, dude, you gotta send them back to the hospital if anything.
Oh yeah. See, I could make a comparison to the dungeon design in Mother 1 to Arena, because that's like the videos I've been uploading. But we haven't actually gotten to the parts in Arena yet where the dungeon design like takes a nosedive. So, but don't worry.
It's like you hate it. It's like,
but don't worry. We'll be getting there, guys. Don't worry. Like 10 more parts. We're gonna be going into. I think I'm in the Halls of Colossus right now.
Are there maps for the dungeons? Like, is there like a unofficial maps people made to make?
You can just go on UESP and they got the full like rips of the map. The maps aren't bad. It's just like, I should say the dungeon design is like bad. The maps themselves are fine, but it's one of those games where like you don't get a full map. You gotta like fill it out as you walk. It's like one of those games, you know. But it's still just like awful. But for some reason during my playthrough of that game, which people will see if they've watched it, I for some reason decide to like fill out the entire map like when I go through a dungeon. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna explore like everything, because I wanted to see if there's anything. You know what? I'm actually surprised. I'm convinced that the dungeons were made by multiple designers, because sometimes there'll be like really cool hidden stuff, like hidden dialogue and like loot. Other times there'll be like nothing, like no reward for exploration at all. It's a massive flip flop. Yeah, it's such a weird flip flop though. It's so bizarre. I've never seen it in a game. Like, I'm convinced multiple designers. Also,
thank you, Todd.
But one comparison, thank you, Todd, who didn't even work on the main game, his special edition when he came around. But nah, it's always fair to blame him though. But one thing from Mother 1, from what my friend here's told me, is that game is just like Arena, not play tested later on.
At the end of the game, it's not play tested because they didn't have enough time.
Oh, of course, ran out of budget.
No, they didn't run out of budget.
Oh, this ran out of time.
They literally just didn't have enough time to play test it.
Makes sense. Though I feel like, no, I guess play testing would take a minute.
Yeah.
So does that mean, besides difficulty, would you say this game is like buggy? Besides like
most of the bugs actually got fixed in the Earthbound Beginnings.
Oh really? They actually went back and bug fixed. I'm surprised.
The only problem is they fixed the bugs for nothing, because this game never came out until 2015. Because back when like Mother 1 was gonna come out in America, the dude that was like porting it, like he did fix like a lot of bugs and shit in the game that you could like trigger in the Japanese version. Like he fixed all of it, and it's like, it's cool that he did that, but it also doesn't matter because the game never came out in America.
There was like no point.
Yes, there's no point. Even though the game was finished.
Gotta love that, huh?
Yep.
I actually remember.
The reason why the game didn't come out is because they didn't want it to interfere with the fucking SNES.
Oh, that's why?
Yeah.
I was about to ask if there was like a specific reason.
Which doesn't really make sense, considering that Nintendo is still making games for the NES in the 90s.
It's actually kind of funny, because I'm pretty sure that's also the reason, and I could be wrong about this, but infamously, like, Final Fantasy like 3 in America is like actually like Final Fantasy like
4 or something.
Yeah, 4 or something. Like, we missed like 2 games, I know that.
Yeah.
And the reason why we never got like direct, like we didn't get Final Fantasy 3, like the actual one, until like 2006. And the reason why is because literally the same reason. They wanted to make games for the SNES, not the NES.
Yeah.
So that's literally the reason why. So that didn't surprise me. You see, it is very stupid. Because then like kids in like the 90s were like, oh yeah, I love Final Fantasy 3, and then they go like, oh, Final Fantasy's coming out on the PlayStation. What's the next game? Like 7? And it's like, okay, like what the fuck? You know, what happened to fucking 5 and 6?
Yeah. Like what happened?
The 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, what the fuck happened? Like, could you imagine that happened like in any other game? Damn, he's having a rough time this game.
Yeah, because he doesn't have any armor items and shit. Because I need money to buy it.
Oh god, just like real life. You sure Mother isn't like a life simulator game? Because like you struggle to pay bills at the hospital, you struggle to get money to protect yourself. You know, it sounds like a life sim.
Yeah, it does sound like a life issue.
This game's a metaphor.
It's a metaphor. It's almost like it's like an exclusive look into like what's gonna happen when I go in that fucking factory. Because there's also tough fucking enemies in the factory, if I remember.
I would say and ask is factory the least favorite section of the game, but I'm pretty sure you told me later parts coming up are like.
No, it's not twice. The worst part because it's literally like bullshit. You can't even like you have to be like a billion levels high, just like even have a chance of like fighting one of those enemies. Yeah, it's annoying. It's very annoying.
Yeah.
Fight the fucking tree. And I can't run away from the tree.
The tree can run from you.
Not really.
I know.
Let's see what happens.
Actually, I don't know.
Oh wait, shit! I beat the tree and it didn't explode. I thought that's. Okay, never mind. I guess it was like the other. Oh, I guess it was the other tree enemy then. Never mind.
Are they like exploding trees in that game?
In this game, yeah. There's one tree thing that explodes. I thought those ones I was just fighting right now, I thought they also did the same thing, but apparently not. I was wrong.
I thought, excuse me. Oh yeah, if you ever...
Yeah?
So my friend here, sorry. My friend here isn't caught up on Edward Arena lore. I have a running thing where for some reason I'll like yawn at like the worst times in like the video. I'm so serious. Like I'll be doing like something, I'll just yawn out of nowhere, then I'll be like getting attacked while I'm yawning. So I'm glad to see. I was not yawning at all, by the way, before this recording. We were talking for a bit. But as soon as he starts recording, I start yawning. I swear to God, it's like
a placebo. Tell him I started recording like 10 minutes ago.
It's a good run. Sometimes I've yawned like the very beginning of my videos where I start recording. It's don't worry. Yeah, it's some like crossover lore right there. But I was gonna say my story with Mother 1, because I have touched the game. I put touched in quotes because I remember seeing like the Nintendo Direct, like Treehouse Live or whatever back in the day of like when they announced like yeah, Earthbound the Beginning is coming to Wii U, and I remember thinking as a kid like oh. I loved Earthbound because I did play Earthbound on my Wii U. I actually owned that game on Wii U, you know, back when the Virtual Console was a thing. And I played it, and I was like, Earthbound was so fun. I bet like beginning is like just as cool, and like I figured it'd be like Pokemon because like I played Pokemon Black and I went back to play Pokemon Gen 1. I thought that game was cool, so I was like, oh, this would be like the same thing. And it was not the same thing. It was not the same thing. I got my ass kicked outside the house, and then I was like, yep. Back to fucking what game was I playing back then? Like Mario 3 or some shit like that on my Wii U, or Mario Maker. Mario Maker. I played the shit out of Mario Maker on my Wii U.
I thought you hated platformers.
Yeah, my hot platforming take. Here's the lore. Cause I don't think I've talked about this during my playthroughs. When I was playing Arena, I don't think I talked about this when I was playing Arena. But yeah.
I bought Lloyd some protection, so you should like actually like not die now.
Yeah, now he'll survive 2 hits instead of 1.
Yeah, he'll survive 2 hits. Yeah, so he'll have a chance.
I think I talked about this actually in the video where I uploaded it like the same day as Sonic's anniversary, because I was just talking about platformers and what I thought about them. But yeah, for me, 3D platform wise especially, I've like only played Mario and Sonic, and like everything else just seems like not bad, but like I'm so serious. I've seen Crash Bandicoot, I've seen gameplay of that, and like I can just tell like it's not my thing. Like you ever see a game, and I'm not saying it's bad or that like this sucks.
Like I don't want to play it because I'm not gonna
this just don't look like my thing. Like I see the camera angles in Crash, and I'm just like, no thanks. Like you know what I mean? Yeah. Like it just seems too like railroady to me. I'm not a big fan of that.
That number one Crash fan's gonna watch, and he's gonna be like, "Yep, that's number 1 Crash fan." Subscribe.
I like how that'd be like an insane, like, you know how like the chances of that are, it'd be insane loop. We gotta find like not only top Crash fan, but they'd also have to be a fan of Arena and like Mother and Marathon and Fear. You know how rare of a person that is? That's like a stallion. It's like a stallion.
Yeah, it's probably like a fucking non-existent some shit. It'd be kind of funny.
It would be very funny. But that's why my experience with Mother 1 is very brief. But I do like, I could probably play it now and probably enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because that was like, what, kid me? Who had like zero patience for anything.
That's when he killed SpongeBob.
That's true. So they couldn't. Because, yeah, that's another thing. I think I talked about that. Have I talked about that already? Yeah, I was not allowed to watch SpongeBob as a kid. I was allowed to watch SpongeBob, but, you know.
Family Guy.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob. I was watching Family Guy and like blowing up people in GTA 5. So, I mean, I turned out fine. I think.
Yeah, you're making arena videos, so like, what else could you have done?
That's true. Yeah, I know, but we're the pipeline. So, it's the Elder Scrolls Arena. The game I've played. I don't think it's a bad game. I've definitely said this when talking about Arena. It's not a bad game at all, and like, of course, I recommend it. I'll probably play it again one day, but it's one of those games where I've probably, weirdly enough, played it more than like I probably should have.
Yeah.
Because I think I've done 3 complete playthroughs of that game, and it's like, you know, why?
Because you love it.
I do, but it's not even my favorite one. Like, it's crazy. We got a while before we get to my favorite one. Assuming I play Daggerfall next. If I play Daggerfall at all.
Daggerfall is your favorite one?
No, Morrowind is, but I mean, I'd have to like play them in order. Like, I'm not gonna. I'd have to like. I played Arena first, but like first I had to play Daggerfall. And Daggerfall, much longer game than Arena.
Really?
Oh yeah, very very much longer. A lot more open-ended. It's a lot less go to A, grab B, go back to A. Oh, see, now it's my job to entertain you guys while the main man's away. Or he'll just cut this out of the video, I don't know. We'll have your attention. Make sure to grab Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. It's $50 right now on Steam and PlayStation and Xbox. It's a fantastic video game. One of my favorites. Hey, welcome back. We were just talking about
keeping them company.
Yeah, we were talking about Earthbound and stuff. So
I have a feeling I doubt. I have a feeling.
Why would I not talk about Earthbound and the Mother video?
Never mind. No, I believe you.
See. Excuse me. So I can't see the stream. I can't stream.
I don't think I can even stream it to you if I wanted to. Well, I mean, I do want to, but I don't even think I could stream it to you.
Just give me the play-by-play. I was gonna ask, like,
are we just running around town? I'm gonna go back to the factory again, and hopefully
we've already
not
been in
die
the
this time.
You died? I thought
I didn't
Lloyd
go
died.
in the factory.
Oh. I was like,
keeps dying before I get there, and I want him alive because, like, I want him to get all the XP and shit. Because he's still
Is there no item you can buy that like you can revive people like in the party outside of combat?
There's a super revive spell.
Oh.
Or like something later on down the line, but like that's gonna be a long ass time from now.
I see.
So like every time he dies, they either have to go to the hospital or go back to Magic Camp and then get the free revive, and then have to walk all the way back.
It's a whole process. Yeah,
It's a whole process.
Final Fantasy luckily has like cabins and tents and stuff that do that.
Yeah.
Plus you got like spellcasters and everything that you do that. So a little bit more forgiving, but it's still got that like difficulty.
Yeah.
I'd say from what I've seen though, Mother 1 definitely a harder game, but I'm pretty sure it's really just because it hasn't been play tested.
Yeah. Also, we keep getting encounters too.
That too. Encounter rate is much higher in Mother, I've noticed.
But I keep one-shotting these cars and shit, so I don't really care. It's a lot of XP and money, so I can buy like gear and shit later on. So. Yeah, Lloyd, whenever he gets it now, he doesn't fucking die now, so I can actually make progress. Finally.
It's a miracle.
I know, right? Literally took one step and there's already a fucking enemy.
You know, it's funny. You mentioned in the last video, you brought up that you like how in this game status spells like are actually worth something in this game. it kind of reminded me, and I'll bring it up now since we're talking about like JRPGs and stuff, Final Fantasy and everything. Big gripe I've had with art, and this seems to be a problem. I haven't played, admittedly, I haven't played a ton of JRPGs, but I have played a lot of old ones, and I have played like Yakuza 7, which is like I'd say a newer JRPG, and I've noticed that status effects are cool, like to use like in general combat, but once you get to like boss fights, they're like useless. Because the boss is always like super resistant.
Because the chance, the chance of like it actually working is like very, very rare.
It is very rare. Yakuza 7 seemed to be it's probably a problem that's been mitigated in modern times. Where like like they actually has a chance of working. It's just really rare. Because like I remember playing Final Fantasy like 1 and stuff, and status effects don't even do anything to bosses. I would never even usually buy status effect spells except for like maybe sleep, and I wouldn't even use it on bosses. I would just use it on like big hordes of enemies. And I just never liked that because I've always liked what I've always liked about JRPGs like the strategy of them. And like the potential that has, but then why have that when the big fights are ones you can't even use those spells? You know what I mean? Like why have strategy when in the big fights you can't even really be strategic? You just kind of like do the numbers game. Outside of a few exceptions, I would say, from what I've noticed. That's why. And here comes the. So yeah, I lied. I wasn't gonna show about DRDR, but I'm gonna show about Baldur's Gate 3 now because Baldur's Gate 3 does have that against the big bosses because just uses the D&D system, and D&D very much has has stuff like that. Don't worry, I'm not gonna go off on a whole tangent. I'm sure people have heard plenty about that. That game was fucking everywhere for like a hot minute. So don't worry. I'm in
the factory now, and I have the map ready.
Yep, pull up that map. Where do you spawn at? Because we were talking about that before the recording.
It's like it's like the second floor of like the place. And we're already getting fucked, kinda a little bit.
Okay, what are you fighting?
We're fighting Dr. Distorto and Scrapper.
Dr. Distorto.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a name.
It's one hell of a name.
So, what's the reason? Because I know in Earthbound, the reason why stuff's attacking you is because of Gygas's influence. Is that the same in this game, or what's the game?
Yeah, it's the same.
Oh,
it's the same. It's the same.
I see. I'm glad they kept that, because I was wondering in this game if it's like, just they attack you for no reason, if stuff's just jumping you.
Yeah, they're like, we hate you, you're gonna die now.
Yeah, nah, really, like, fuck them kids. Yeah. Jump them.
Yeah, they're a bunch of like, I don't even remember how old like 10 of them are. I think they're like 12 or 13.
I've always, I don't know if you get this vibe, but whenever I look at like Nintendo's sprite in this game, I guess also Earthbound, not really Mother 3, but Earthbound and Mother 1, they gave a very big like Peanuts vibe.
Yeah,
you know, like Charlie Brown,
literally
very, very big Peanuts vibe.
I'm pretty sure that was one of the inspirations.
I believe it, which is cool because I like Charlie Brown and Peanuts and stuff. They're cool, but very much a big Peanuts vibe from them. Like in the sprite art style and stuff. I think it's cool.
In fact, one of the sprites they had to change it because it looked too much like a Peanuts character.
Really? Which one?
I don't know. I didn't watch Peanuts as a kid.
Oh, I see. Oh no, what sprite? Whose sprite was it? Because I bet if I saw a sprite.
It's like a NPC sprite.
Oh.
It's not like it's not like one of the
main characters.
The actual characters, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like a main character or something. Because I definitely watched Peanuts as a kid. I watched a ton of Peanuts as a kid. So like, if I saw the OG, I could probably like point out which character they were referencing with that. Not Peanuts though. I was gonna bring it.
The kid with like all the dirt around him and shit.
Oh, Pigpen.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. Oh, okay. He was always chill. He might have been like dirty, but like he was actually like one of the most chill characters. He was like one of the few people who were like actually nice to Charlie Brown most of the time. Like no, Pigpen was a real one.
He wasn't a fraud.
No, he was not a fraud. Very much so a real one. That's the.
He's him.
Say. He might have been him. Might have been him at 3.5.
And I got critted. Awesome. But we're still alive.
I have faith.
Also, something I noticed in this game, whenever you beat the enemy, whenever you beat some enemies, they have like it's like a sprite variation, and like when you're like hitting them or like when you beat them, They like flicker between like their current sprite and like other sprite because it's like a reused asset or some shit. Like you can see it in the video.
I see.
Looks kind of weird, but it's kind of funny.
So you forgive him?
Yeah, because I'm gonna hold that against them.
I mean, yeah, it sounds like even though they didn't run out of budget, the game still kind of went through like development hell.
Actually, fun fact: Mother 1's the only Mother game that did not risk cancellation.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I know Mother 3 definitely
Earthbound almost got canceled.
Yeah, Toy had to come in, didn't he? Like to save that game.
No, it was Iwata.
Oh, Iwata, not Toy. My bad.
Yeah, Iwata. He saved that game. And then, yeah, and then same thing with like Mother 3, basically. Because Mother 3 was originally going to be on the N64 DD, and then that like didn't do well at all. And then they canceled it, and then we're like, alright, make it for their normal N64, and then they were doing that, and then I was like, hey, it's like 2001.
Yeah, it's like, hey,
you need to make it for, yeah, it's like, who wants to buy it? You need to make it for the fucking GameCube. And then they just kind of canceled it.
N64 game in 2001 is like kind of insane.
Yeah. That one Tony Hawk game that came out in like 2002.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Conker's Bad Fur Day came out in 2001.
Wow.
I don't know if you know that.
I did not know that. I always thought that game was 90s.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought too. But no, that game came out in 2001. And it did not sell well. Because it came out in 2001.
I believe it. Actually, yeah, no, I did hear that.
Xbox version sold a lot better though.
I heard that too.
In fact, the Xbox version had like one of the biggest like multiplayer things ever. Not bigger than like Halo, but it was like I think it was like 3rd place for multiplayer games on Xbox.
That's pretty impressive. Was it like deathmatch mode?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I never really seen gameplay of it, so I don't really know, to be honest with you. But what I do know is there's a shit ton of encounters in this fucking factory.
A lot of encounters in the whole game.
Yeah.
From what I've heard.
Right. It's just funny because there's like times where I'll like take like 5 steps and there's already another fucking encounter. But we're doing a lot of damage though to the enemies, so they usually go down in like 1 turn or so.
Yeah, I remember you saying that like because the encounter rate's so high, like you really don't have to grind that much.
Don't have to grind
if you don't run
literally while you're playing the game, it like basically does it for you.
Yeah. You know what's funny? Do you think that was intentional then? Like they were trying to be like cutting edge, where it's like, how do we reduce grinding but make the game feel longer? So up the encounter rate, so like. So it's technically not grinding if you're not intentionally doing it.
Yeah, but, it's just like you know, you just find more fucking enemies and shit. So.
Yeah. I wonder if that was like the mentality. It's funny too, because isn't this the?
Yeah, Dragon's Quest also has like a very similar encounter rate to this game, if not worse, honestly.
I remember you saying that too.
Because Dragon's Quest encounter rate is pretty bad. But the thing is though, like the thing with Dragon's Quest though is it's like it takes a long time to level up sometimes, so it's like even though there's like a high encounter rate, like you still have to grind because enemies don't give you a whole lot of XP sometimes and shit. Like there's a very big gap between like levels at a certain point in the game.
I see.
So you either have to go into a new area, fight new enemies, which are gonna like fucking kill you pretty good, or you just grind like the same like couple enemies. The choice is yours.
Basically, pick your poison
Yeah.
because you're suffering either way, basically.
Yeah. It's kind of funny though. The journey to the fucking factory has killed me more than the actual factory itself because I have not died yet. I say that I'm probably going to die. But
yeah, now you're gonna fix it.
Yeah,
exactly. You said that.
Exactly.
No, I feel that the road to actually getting there is harder than the actual damn thing
it's
itself.
like Dark Souls or whatever, because I heard that's the thing about those games. Where it's like the
Oh,
boss
like
fights in Dark
getting to the
Souls.
bosses?
Yeah, 'cause I heard the boss fights in Dark Souls. I never played that game, those games. But I heard the fights in Dark Souls, like getting to the bosses, are harder than the actual bosses themselves.
I've heard that too.
So let me see on the map. I'm going the right way. Yeah. It's crazy how big this fucking factory is for like no reason. And another counter, great. Like fucking 5 seconds. Not even 5 seconds. It was like 2 seconds actually after the last fight.
I will say though, the one thing that has been very consistent throughout the Mother series is good sprite work.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because Mother 1, and you talk about it, like in the overworld and stuff, but even like battle sprites I'd say look really nice.
Yeah.
This game still looks really good.
Yeah, they do look really good. I just wish, enemies weren't bullshit a little bit.
Yeah.
That's all I wish for.
But this is back when
And
like,
you can get encounters on the ladder too, that's awesome.
oh, beautiful. It's back when difficulty was like more like I think padding rather than like a well thought out system.
Yeah, because it's like, guys, our game is so hard. It's like, oh my god, the game is like really hard. That means like it takes time.
Yeah, good. It's like because
so good.
This game, if this game was like the difficulty of like Mother 3, how long would you say it would even take to beat this game?
It would probably be at least like 3 or so hours less time, honestly.
Yeah. So they can literally literally give themselves some extra time by just making things harder and like upping countering. It's like free game design.
It's free game design.
Yeah, that's nice. Like, just do it yourself. Like, how do you make this game good? I don't know. Just fucking add shit out. But it's a very archaic design because now difficulty in games, I'd say, is important. Depends on the game, but it's important. And I feel like now we're definitely in the era of where you gotta have it where instead of just like doing numbers difficulty, where it's like, oh, it's hard because like encounter number is so high or like damage number is so high. They do it where it's like it's hard because of like the tactics, you know. And you gotta like master the game's mechanics, and because it's mechanically challenging rather than just like a straight up like numbers game. Yeah, no, it is cool. Like if you're gonna make a hard RPG, I'd rather have like tough encounters where you gotta like really strategize than just have like the straight numbers game where it's like, oh, I lost because my numbers were too low. I feel like you can have that if you're doing if like obviously if you're like under leveled, you know, that's different. Sometimes you lose, but like if you're playing like a normal person, and which normal like I don't think I've ever been under leveled in a game if I'm playing like as a normal person. Like if I'm like speed running, then you can be under leveled, but if you're playing like a game, like normally they try to make you keep pace.
Got another Franklin badge.
Beautiful. There's 2 in the game, right?
Yep, there's 2. It's the only game that has 2 of them.
Who do you usually put on the second one?
Well, right now, since I only have Lloyd, I'm putting it on him. And the funny thing is, like, Franklin badge is supposed to, like, deflect, like, PK demon shit, but it doesn't really do that.
Oh.
Yeah.
The temporary party members in this game, if you give them items, do you get those items back when they leave the party, or are they, like, gone?
I have no clue. Probably not, to be honest with you.
That would be pretty brutal. That's some, like, actual, like, ow.
It's funny though, because you can actually fully level up temporary party members. Why you would do that, I don't know. It's a waste of time.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on like temporary party members in RPGs? 'Cause that's another kind of archaic thing. Because if usually
I think if it's like you can't give them anything and they're already like set the way they are, then it's like it's fine. Because you know, it's like fine, because like, you know, you can't give them anything, but like you don't need to, or they don't need to level up because they're like already like the perfect like level for it. But like in this game, it's like there's only really like one. Well, I mean, I guess Teddy's technically a temporary party member, but you actually don't have to ever get rid of him if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I don't really mind temporary party members either, as long as it's like obviously temporary.
Yeah.
Because if you're playing this game first time, there's really no way to tell. I'd say.
Yeah,
no. Yeah, not exactly.
We're at like pretty low health right now. We're like in the 30s. If we get like really unlucky, we might be in trouble. Laser gun. Look at that too. Yeah, we might be in trouble. I gotta see on the map where I'm at actually. I think okay, I'm going the right way. Fuck. I'm gonna try to run. I'm gonna pray.
Let's make a run for it.
Yeah. Even though the run button in this game is kind of useless. Because, you know, with like old RPGs and shit, it's like, oh, you can run away. And it's like, oh, 5 steps later, another encounter. It's like, alright, well, that's like.
What was even the fucking point?
Yeah, it's like, that's very fucking useful, you know? Yeah, okay, I'm at like the final stretch here. If I can just make it to the end.
At least
without dying, yeah, and then I can leave this fucking factory, and then I can actually get Anna.
And
use the
she
literally does all the spells. Yeah.
Well, no, you know, I was actually asking if she was she's permanent. Right? I was mostly asking.
She's permanent. No, she's permanent. She's definitely permanent.
And she like the healer too, ain't she?
Yeah. Well, actually, no. Ninten's a healer. No, Ninten's a hero.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's always been like that. Like the fucking guy character, like the main pro tag. He's always like the healer killing character. Like she's like the offensive one.
No, she's the offensive spellcaster.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna ask if she was a healer, if you put the Phantom Ledge on her. Because like whenever I play RPGs,
you can put it on her. I mean, she has like the worst attack in like any of the games, like worst defense too. Like her whole entire thing is literally just the fucking the fact that she does like no magic, like magic and shit.
Oh, I see. Whenever I play,
I would put it on her because she's more useful than like Lloyd.
I'm one of those people that whenever I play like RPGs, I always like try to keep the healer alive because you know keep the healer alive and keep everybody else alive
like
too.
I'll say.
Exactly. And that's why Jevil loves to focus them. Which definitely intentional. Because he's like the only fight that like does focus him like very obviously.
I think so. I think it's the only fight.
Yeah, because even Spamton just kind of beats on everybody, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But Jevil focuses.
Yeah, Jevil targets Tralse because he's evil.
Evil Jevil.
Yeah. Actually, I bet I have enough money now to buy like other shit now. Here. Magic can.
We were just talking about good sprite work, and definitely one of those games is Deltarune.
Yeah.
I would say.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah.
It's so retro
crazy. It's so retro. I got played on CRT. I think it's impressive to see how. I don't think people give enough credit. Because people love to call Deltarune Undertale sequel. People love throwing that around.
Yeah.
I don't think people talk enough about how like in genuine Toby Fox's boss design and like sprite design has gotten way better since Undertale.
Yep.
Like I'm not saying Undertale look like garbage or anything, but you can see the improvement.
Better now.
You can see the improvement in Deltarune most definitely.
But now he just likes throwing stray pixels in the game.
Just to spite people.
Yep.
But I respect that.
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious. No, I agree. Very, very funny.
Getting all the money now.
It's all about the money.
Yep.
I should. I actually can't. I always like say that.
Here's the fucker that explodes. This is the
exploding tree.
Yeah. Yep, and he's evil as shit because he uses Wicked Seed and it does a lot of status effects, but it just failed right now on him. So. It's kind of funny because in this game, unlike Earthbound, where Earthbound has like a lot of like overworld like status effects, this game doesn't, except like getting sick. But like that's kind of like but that's like kind of more like a novelty, not a novelty thing. It's more like it's very rare. It's very rare. You have to like kind of go out of your way getting that sometimes.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I just bought those things actually.
Yeah, overworld sass effects definitely another kind of like archaic thing that's kind of been going away in recent games. I can't think of any RPGs that still have overworld sass effects actually. Outside of like maybe Petrify, but that's like a Final Fantasy thing.
Yeah.
But I'm not not against overworld sass effects, but I can see where people are like, where it's like, oh, it's annoying.
Yeah.
Because it can be. I think, because I think honestly,
luckily,
like
in this game, if you have any like sass effects or at all, you can like heal, like you gain like healing like shit, like spells and shit, like really early on.
Oh, to get rid of it.
Yeah, to get rid of it.
It's not that bad then.
Yeah, no, it's not.
I was just thinking of, I think barely surviving a fight is like punishment enough, you know?
Yeah. And then it's like you die.
Yeah, outside of combat.
Yeah.
Besides, I think it makes more sense, at least in a turn-based game, because it's not like you can poison enemies outside of combat. You know, it's like only it didn't seem very fair. I've always been a big believer of anything an enemy can do to you, you should eventually be able to do to the enemy, unless like obviously they resist it, or like you have to find some workaround. Like for example, like
yeah, I feel like the status effect should only be in the battle.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Because like it's like, yeah, no, you're right, because it's like, there's no, like, you do it to an enemy, and it's like, they die, and they're gonna die in the battle, obviously. Unless, I don't know, unless, like, you make it so, like, maybe you run away, and shit, you poison them, and then you just wait for them to die, or some shit. But, like, I don't know how many people would want to do that. And that'd be kind of lame, if you could just beat the whole game doing that shit. You just poison them, and then just, like, run. Or just watch them die slowly.
It would be very lame.
I do like how in Earthbound they actually give you, I'm pretty I think if I remember correctly, Earthbound's like the first game to have like overworld sprites for like enemies and shit. Like actual overworld sprites that like move and shit, not like just stationary ones.
That's actually impressive. It's very cool. I think it's oh yeah. I'd say Mother's just impressive, not only for the time, but especially for the time being a licensed game. I've mentioned this multiple times.
Yeah.
Like how it impressed me, but I still think it's like always worth mentioning when talking about the game. How it is technically a licensed game, and like people say licensed games didn't like get consistently good to like the 2010s. So like I would say like
Batman?
Mother till Batman. I mean, not even wrong though. Like I'm #1 Batman Glazer, trust me. But like I would still say it's not even like I wouldn't even say you're wrong that like, oh yeah, like the Arkham games changed like licensed games, because they did. But I would say they changed them more. Actually, I would say they changed it because instead of like just being good, they was like its own thing. Because like most licensed games before Arkham were like movie tie-in games, and like a lot of them were good. Like, the Spider-Man games were good; those were great. But Arkham was its own thing. And I would say that even though like I always credit that game, and that game set the trend, I'd say Mother 1 definitely did first, because this is its own thing. It's licensed, but like it's definitely its own thing. It's not. And like,
also there was that other game that like sucked ass. I forget what it was called. It's like something...
it's like Takeshi's Challenge, and I think that's what said. Yeah, that game is like terrible.
I heard it's like one of the worst games ever. I have never even seen gameplay of it. I have no idea what that game is.
You should sometime. It looks like a beat 'em up. It kind of looks like, I don't want to say Double Dragon, because I don't think that sounds right. I don't think it looks like Double Dragon, but I can imagine in my head what it looks like, and like I know it. Like, if you pointed like to the screenshot, I'd be like, that's Takeshi's Challenge. The game doesn't look bad. It's just like really confusing and like just like bad design. But the sprite work it's fine. I heard sprite. At least I think. I could be very wrong about that. But literally, I haven't heard anyone talk about that game in like decades.
This motherfucker keeps attacking me. He's not giving me XP, bro. Groucho, bro. He's kind of a hater right now, bro. This is like the 10th time in a row.
Hater art.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Finally, fucking did it. Give me XP. There you go. Christ.
How does this game have a? Because I definitely talk about this in Arena. does this game have a crazy big XP spike where it's like you'll level up pretty consistently for a while and then out of nowhere it's like takes forever to level up?
Not really, to be honest. It feels like, I mean, it kind of feels like that the whole entire game, where it just takes forever to level up, to be honest. Even though you can honestly beat this game when you're like level 30, even though I know the max is like 99, I'm pretty sure, in this game.
You never actually need to reach 99.
No.
Like, do you?
No.
Yeah, no.
I don't know many people have, because it would take forever.
Take forever, and it'd be overkill, definitely.
It would be overkill.
I know for... Not for a fact.
I think the most amount of XP in this game you can get at once is like 1,000, and that's like fighting like 4 final starmen, which is like
yeah,
it's like a I think is like it's like a really very powerful formation. But even then, like even if you do fight them, you also have to take into account like you have 3 teammates, and in this game, XP is evenly distributed. So in reality, the max gain you're gonna get, unless like all your teammates are dead, is 333.
I see. Yeah, so it's still slow.
Yeah, because you're by that point, by the time you're in Mount E2, you can't even. I don't even think you can like go there solos and then. Well, I mean you can, but there's like a certain part where you need Lloyd to like do something, so you need to have him on your team. So like unless you get him killed and then like you just start like grinding and shit, that's the only way you would get like all that shit. But like even if you did do that, you probably wouldn't survive. You probably would die because just how powerful they are at that point of the game. Like you would need teammates.
Yeah.
Oh god, double chuck.
I only brought it up because Lorena definitely got that problem. I talk about it where you get to the first like 10 levels pretty consistently, and then because of how XP and level up is calculated in that game, after level 10, you take, depending on what class you pick, you take forever to level up. So I think when I finish the game, I think I'm like barely level 21. Level 3. I wish. That'd be funny. Now, that'd be a challenge.
What's the recommended level for that game?
To finish?
Yeah.
18.
Oh, 18. So it's like Dragon Quest 1. So it's like Dragon Quest 1.
Yeah.
Because that game you only need, because in Dragon Quest 1 you only need to be like, you could actually beat the game when you're level 17. But like anything, literally, I'm so serious, anything below 17 is impossible unless you do like RNG manipulation, some shit. Or like task shit. Because you'll just take so much damage that you can't heal enough health back to like counteract the damage you take. And like I'm pretty sure you will always get hit.
I see.
Yeah. It's not fun. It's kind of hurtful. It hurts.
Of course.
So I don't know. Should I get teleportation now? I'm gonna get teleportation. I'm gonna try to. It's gonna be kind of dangerous a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
As are all things. Oh my god. That's right, I was talking about this earlier. But I was saying, like, the one thing with the other games I always never liked is how inconsistent, like, running away from enemies are.
Oh, like where sometimes it like works and then
yeah, like sometimes like literally earlier I was like fighting a rat, and I was like I forget what level I was at, but I was like way higher than the rat obviously, and you think like that should indicate that I should like be able to run away from that, right? Or some shit.
Yeah.
But like no, I just literally could not. I literally could not run away from it for some reason. I don't know why.
I heard that's like a problem in a lot of old games too, like running away. It's like broken as hell because of how it's. They either make it because of the calculation error or because the balancing just out of whack. Probably a mixture of both in this game's case.
Actually.
Then there's people though who will tell you with like a straight face that like running away in games shouldn't be a thing. You should not be able to run from
I
encounters.
never heard that. I never heard anybody say that.
There is someone, I remember, they were talking about how, like, if you choose to get into a fight that you can't win, like, you should get punished for it. And it's like, okay, bro. Like, with a game with random encounters, like, kind of crazy to say.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, with like random encounters, it's like you don't even know what you're gonna encounter, bro.
Like, what are you supposed to do?
Yeah, like you're just gonna fucking die. Like what? Actually, fucking.
Yeah, not like actually.
Yeah, that's gonna hit me for a lot of damage.
Hmm.
Hit me for 26 damage. It hurts. Yeah, it does hurt. Oh, actually, I remember now. Technically, no. Technically, I am kind of wrong because Anna does like have healing, like a lot of healing shit too. Actually, now I remember it because like she has her group heal thing and she gets it like the earliest out of anybody.
Oh, I see. But at the end of the game, Nintendo's like way better at healing though.
Actually, no.
No, so she's
I was just
healer.
getting, yeah, no, I was just getting confused with, like Earthbound then. Like,
No, I see.
yeah,
I see.
yeah. I should forget how you get to the desert. I know you're supposed to like go over here somewhere. Oh yeah, Edward.
Yo.
A funny thing about this game, there's a town in this game that serves like no purpose. Oh, here's
like
the
nothing
thing. Huh?
There's like nothing to do there.
Yeah, it's just kind of there, just to be there.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like
I respect
all it really, like I'm so serious. Like all it really is just like getting It's just getting a fucking it's just getting like a hat to like unlock like Anna, cause like you need to find her hat to like have her like join your party or whatever. It's like that's all the town's useful for. Like other than that, like you really don't even need to go there.
Oh, I see. Built that whole town for a
Yeah.
for a side mission. It's pretty funny though.
Yeah, basically. Actually, I could get the 5th melody here actually if I wanted to, which I am going to, but I might die. I might die. It's possible. It's possible.
Nah, you got it. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, bro, these scorpions are doing like 20 damage to me per. And there's like 3 of them I'm fighting right now. I'm running. No, don't kill me. Fucking bitch. There we go, thank God.
Too bad the game don't got a mechanic where it's like, oh, if you run is when the encounter rate goes up, but if you just walk, it's like normal.
Oh yeah, like Yakuza 5. Where like you basically need to fucking walk throughout the whole entire game, especially at Saijuma's part, because if you don't,
oh yeah, it's terrible.
you're gonna get fucking molested.
See, the problem with that game is that the walk speed is so slow. Like if there's like a normal like pace, but no, you walk like really slow in those games.
I'm fighting the Star Man.
God, iconic.
Yeah, they're iconic.
Oh, so iconic they put him on the cover.
Earthbound.
Yep. Did you say that it looks weird on the cover Earthbound though? Like it's not like a proper Starman design.
No, it is a proper Starman design. It's the thing with the thing with the cover. It's not that it's like an improper design. It's just the thing is it's like it's inaccurate because Ness at that point. It's a spoiler alert for Earthbound, by the way. Like Ness, when he like fights Gygus, he's in a robotic body. Like he's not human form at all. So it's not, and that enemy that you encounter, because it is based off an actual enemy you fight in the game. Like by that point of the game where like Ness is fighting him, like it's not even like it wouldn't be like normal Ness. It wouldn't be like Ness's like normal body.
Full-blown robot.
Yeah. So it's not possible.
Mm.
So the box art is lie.
Probably would have. No, I'm sure. No, it is inaccurate, but they probably just did it because, like, imagine like you take the box, right? And you see like a robot, like in the reflection, be like, oh, so you play some robot in this game, and then you play it, and like for 90% of the game, it's like some kid, and they're like, what? Though it would be cool foreshadow. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, no, you're right. And we're getting hurt. Alright, you know, I have an idea. Alright, there we go. So, there's one good thing about this game. Like, one really good thing. There's an there's a run, like, PSI move that, like, works 100% of the time. So, like, if you really don't want to fight something, you can just run away. Which is very useful. Very useful. I one-shotted him. I'm getting a lot of crits in this playthrough, actually. More than I usually do. I've noticed. Yeah, no, it is pretty lucky. I'm not gonna lie. It'd be even luckier if I'm able to get to this fucking town that I can get teleport from, and then I don't have to worry about getting teleport.
In this game, you gotta like run in a straight line and teleport?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now we got a little fucking bunch of bugs.
Bunch of buggies.
Yeah, a bunch of fucking bugs.
You see that question where it's like, would you stay in a room with like 1 million cockroaches for like a night, for like $10,000? You see that question?
$10,000. Yeah, I've seen that clip.
That's like the bugs and stuff. It's like, yeah.
I don't know if I could do that. I hate roaches.
Yeah. I think it'd be fine, like, if it was a bug that looked creepy, but, like, didn't, like, actively try to eat people, it'd be fine, but, like, pretty sure most bugs, like roaches and stuff, they try to, like, eat people.
Yeah.
Roaches are not known for their hygiene.
Yeah, no, they have a lot of diseases and shit on them.
Yeah, that too. So I like, other animal to hate on is, like, ticks.
Yeah.
Like ticks, I'm pretty sure serve like no purpose. They literally serve no purpose. Yeah. I'm so serious. Like I'm 99% sure of that. And like I think things eat them, but things that eat ticks literally eat like anything else.
Yeah.
Eat any other bug. Like you can literally remove ticks. They're parasites, like you said. They are parasites. But yeah, you know, I didn't design the animal kingdom, so who knows?
Yeah, it's true. I didn't either.
You ever been bitten by a tick?
No. I've never had the displeasure.
Pleasure of being eaten.
Yeah. I don't have any future plans.
I hope not. It's like, what are you doing this weekend? I'm gonna get bit by a tick. So I think
awesome.
That
was like the longest stretch I just had right now of like no encounters. That was a fucking miracle.
It really is your lucky playthrough.
Still a miracle. I got one encounter. I gotta run from these fucks. There we go, around. First try too. Okay. I'm like, I'm like right there. What does this guy say? Alright. I need to be kind of careful because like I am right there to where I need to learn teleport, but like I could easily get fucked by like an enemy encounter if I'm not careful. Which would suck because I made it all this way just because I want to learn teleportation. Okay, I'm safe now. Thank God. You want to know how you learn teleportation, Edward, in this game?
I remember let me see if I can guess it right. I remember last time. Don't you like talk to a baby?
Yes, you have to telepathically talk to a little child.
Huh. I wonder if how someone figured that out back in the day.
Well, this kid right here I'm talking about, this says, Mom told me that the baby has special powers, so I guess that's your fucking, the telepathically
yeah.
talk to them.
Yeah, telepathically
Hello
talk.
there,
Yeah,
my name's Tom Garrickson. Introducing myself as my hobby. Awesome. Alright, let's talk to the fucking baby. Greetings, I am this baby's consciousness. I have psychic powers just as you do. I possess the ability to teleport. With it, you can return to anywhere you've been before. The baby's mind taught and intend teleportation. There we go. Thank God.
You think them theorists out there is like that baby's nest?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Yes, you'd be surprised. There's a lot of theories that are like that.
Oh no.
That are not.
Ever since I heard people, it's like
It's not the worst theory. It makes more sense than like Nintendo being Ness's dad.
Mm-hmm.
But like, Ness lives in like, I mean, okay, it's not called America in like Mother 1. I mean, Earthbound. And like in Mother 1, it's called America. But like in Earthbound, it's called Eagle Land. But like, it's basically America without saying it's America.
Right, yeah, Eagle Land.
But like, people use it as a technicality, as like, oh, he's not in America. But it's like, it's pretty clear that he is in America. And also in the fucking Earthbound guide book, like, it literally says like he's in America, even though like, I guess you can argue with the canonicity of the player's guide. So. That's also funny too, because Nintendo is in no way related to NES. In fact, E20 made sure of that, because like somebody proposed to them as like, hey, we can just make it so like Nintendo's related to like NES.
He's like, no.
And he's like, no. Yeah, no. He literally was like, no. Which is kind of funny.
You ever say why?
Not really. He just kind of, I guess he just didn't want it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Also, now that we have teleport, we don't need to leave Magicant the long way. We can actually like go the fucking easy way, leaving, which is like a fucking miracle. So now I don't have to go through the. Well, I mean, I have to do it one time to fight the dragon, but I don't really need to go through the caves anymore, just to leave, because I can teleport in and out of Magicant if I want to. These enemies, though, are not letting me, though. But luckily, I have enough money now. I can buy something special.
What are you buying?
Like armor and shit. Because Nintendo is, yeah, exactly armor, so. There we go. Alright. It's also funny too how early you get to Magicant, because Magicant has some of the best like endgame item shit. Which I'm not complaining about. Obviously. I'm not gonna complain about that. But I think it's just a weird choice.
Yeah, it's funny how in this game Magicant's like a hub.
Yeah, it's a hub world, basically. Alright, teleport. We're gonna go to... yeah, here we go. Actually, there's a really cool teleport effect. Alright. I'm gonna go get Anna, and I'm gonna end the video there. So we made a lot of progress, actually.
It goes by so quickly.
Yeah. And I always like ending the videos off when I like get a special thing. Like story-related thing done with, so.
No, sounds cool, yeah.
Get to ride the train, actually, so. Everybody gets to see that shit.
Huh.
Kind of funny because they made a full song after this fucking train song that's playing right now in the Mother album.
Oh really?
Yeah, they made a whole entire song.
Huh.
It's actually pretty good.
Oh, another album I heard. It's like amazing.
Yeah, it's great. It's where I put all the outro music.
I've only listened to. Oh yeah, no, I've heard the outro music. It's very nice. I've only heard I Believe in You though. Right?
Yeah.
It's the only one I've ever listened to. I have not listened to the whole album, but I've listened to that track, and yeah, no, it's very good.
Mhm.
It's the most popular track on the album, isn't it? Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
This
makes
one
sense.
that most people know about.
It's like a D theme, so it makes sense. But it is very well done. It's crazy because that person who was saying it, they're like what, like 14 or something.
Yeah, and
They're
it was like the height of her career because she didn't do anything else outside of that, as far as I know.
Too bad. Too bad.
I know, right?
Chick, crazy talent.
It probably has something to do with the fact they released an American album, or at least an English album in Japan, so she didn't really get that much of a wider audience.
Does anyone even know like what happened to her? Does she like talk about Mother at all?
I don't know if people know what happened to her, to be honest. I actually don't know. I actually don't know anything about that.
I always thought maybe someone would try to like interview her.
Yeah, you'd think, but also now we're fighting the polar bears and shit.
Oh shit.
Yep. The polar bear looks like he's high off his fucking mind.
What's your favorite bear?
It's my favorite bear.
Yeah.
Grizzly bear. Those are cool.
Grizzly bears.
Yeah, Kodiak bears are pretty cool too.
I heard bears like. Actually, I don't know. I heard like black bears don't know their own strength, but like grizzly bears definitely do.
Oh yeah.
Well, black bears are kind of timid, aren't they? Like
Yeah,
for
black
bear.
bears are like more scared of people than like grizzly bears are like polar bears.
Yeah, grizzly bears, polar bears, fucking says like fuck you, go
Yeah,
if they
they'll
see you.
usually just kill you. So.
Yeah, that's true. But polar bears look so cute though. Like they really just
They
like.
do look
I don't know.
But like they're really evil apparently. They'll fucking kill you because they'll eat anything.
Oh yeah, out there in the Arctic, they kind of have to.
Yeah. In order to
You
just
can't
survive.
exactly. Yeah, you can't exactly be a picky eater around the Arctic. Pretty sure most things in the Arctic. Well, I mean, Arctic is they got walruses out there. And
Yeah.
walruses are like seals, but like usually actually the animal that's like. You ever seen you know, like I think it's either swans or geese that are like evil. It's like geese have like those
swan,
marked
you're
teeth.
thinking of swans.
Swans, yeah, swans are like surprisingly assholes.
Yeah, they'll chase after you.
Yeah, and they got those like barbed teeth and stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
kind of scary.
Yeah.
And they
I don't know
bite.
why they look so. Yeah, they do bite. They look so majestic though, but no.
They do.
But they freaking dickheads, for lack of a better word. You know, when I was a kid at the zoo, a peacock stole my hot dog.
Oh really?
Yeah, happened one time. Because you ever been to a zoo that's like let those things walk around?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was at a zoo one time. It was like when I was like really little. Yeah, it was like I was eating a hot dog. Should have fought. I was like a baby. I was being held in my fucking arm.
You should have fought for it. You should have fought to the death.
My dad should have threw me at it.
Yeah. Could have been like, so you need like an item.
Could have, yeah. I could have like, I could have had the fucking bird as like a mount,
Yeah.
like a horse.
Now we're back to fighting wolves.
Wouldn't be an RPG
One
without
shot
fighting
wolf.
wolves.
Just one shot a wolf actually. So.
Nice work. Would it be an RPG without a wolf fight?
Yeah, I know, right, Mom?
No, I got the. You don't even fight wolves till like the DLC. That's how I always liked it about that game.
Yeah, it's just normal ass enemies.
Yeah, I always thought it was a nice switcheroo from typical RPG stuff.
No, I got Anna.
Nice work.
So now I'm just gonna go and save, and that would be the end of the video, guys.
Hey.
Fortunately,
like...
I ran into a pack of wolves, so she'll probably die, and I'll probably have to end the video in Magic Hat.
I have faith.
Yeah, they keep attacking Midtown. Oh, she died, so.
Damn.
Yeah, she literally has nothing. Like, she has no protection or anything. So, like, that's what happens when you're level 1. I'm so serious. Magic Camp's just, like, the best place to, like, level early up. I'm so serious. Yeah, Lloyd's probably gonna die now, too, honestly. I think that's Nintendo's gonna be the only one to survive this. Yeah, no, he's gonna be the only one. Oh shit, well, we're doing a lot of damage. Maybe Lloyd might win. If he's lucky, he'll win.
And if he's unlucky, he'll die.
Well, yeah, he'll die.
Sounds like a fair trade.
Oh, you got lucky. Fortunately, Anna didn't, which sucks, because if I wanted anybody to be leveled up, it would be her. Oh well. The cool thing about Magic Camp is that gives me enough space to actually teleport too. So I can go there, revive her, probably go to like the town I was just in earlier, and save there.
Nice.
There we go. Now she's back. Now everybody's gonna be fully healed. I'm gonna buy her a thing to protect her. Wait, no, wrong fucking store. Wrong store. This is the store. Fortunately, these guys always have a mouthful whenever they, No, I don't want to buy that. No, these guys always have a mouthful, so it's like I have to, like, go through all their dialogue, just, like, buy something. There we go. Alright, no, I don't want anything else. Goods, give that shit to her. There we go. Alright, now we can teleport out of here. Teleport here. There we go. Go talk to the phone, talk to my dad. Fortunately, Anna didn't get leveled up, but oh well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed part 3. I'm glad Edward was able to be here for it.
No problem.
I'll see you guys pretty soon in the future. Do you have any final words you want to say to them, Edward, before I turn it off?
Hope you guys come back for the next one. That's all I can say. That's all I can say.
Oh.
That's I hope they do come back.
He's at a loss of words. Anyway.
I guess so.
I'll see y'all in the future. Take care.
Mm-hmm.